Good morning.
Okay, sir. Could you on
Good
your
morning.
video? Good morning, sir. Could you on your video,
Good
sir?
morning. Principal sir, good morning.
Yeah,
Dr. George Ibrahim.
Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning, everybody.
Please,
Good morning.
Dr. Sam, please put it in that. Please change stop the screen sharing. Then only we can see.
Okay,
Okay.
1 minute.
1 minute. 1 minute.
Sir?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay,
I'll stop the
1 minute. 1 minute. Okay. Okay. Thank you. Thank you.
No problem, sir. No problem, sir. Please switch on your video. Okay. We want to see
Yeah,
your.
within 5 minutes, I'll be back.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Then okay.
Immediately I
Carry
join.
on, carry on. Okay.
Thank
Then
you.
Within 5 minutes, I will join you.
Reddy
Okay,
sir,
sir, thank
I can't see Reddy sir face. Reddy sir is there.
Welcome, sir. Dr. Gary Cohn, sir. Yes, sir. You are audible. Gary, sir, can you switch on your video?
Dr. Sam, put me as a co-host. Nimbalda ma'am.
Yes, sir.
Any co-host support ma'am?
Okay.
Gary, sir, can you switch on your video?
Yes, sir. Yes,
Any
yes, I made you. Okay.
Hello.
Madam, are you able to hear me? Madam.
Sir, Vaidyanathan, sir.
Yes, sir.
We have shared the YouTube link, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yes, James, sir. You can check. James, sir.
Are you able to hear me?
Ma'am, okay ma'am.
Vaidyanathan, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
We
You
have
are.
shared the YouTube link, sir.
One second. Is it my audio or video clear, madam?
Yes, sir. Yes. It's okay. Yes, James, sir. You can check.
Okay, madam. Okay. David, sir. David, sir.
Solon sir.
அந்த பேக்ரவுண்ட் கொஞ்சம் செக் பண்ணுங்க சார், கொஞ்சம் கிளியரா வைங்க.
Clear.
Okay. Okay, sir. Okay. Good morning, Felix, sir.
Good morning, James.
Good morning, Gurudeep, sir.
morning, sir.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. How are you, Abraham? You're very active. Vedanathan, how are you, sir?
Fine.
Vedanathan looking young.
You have only where to say you got a very generous mind, Gurudev.
Still you are maintaining. I'm happy.
You are with me. That's
Yeah.
why.
So how is life at home?
Yeah.
How is life at home?
Going on.
Okay. But there is some problem in voice. Ask him that it should be clear. Voice is your voice is not as clear as it should be because you speak well.
Yeah. Now you can hear.
Okay.
We have to see Matai sir and
Yeah, P.P. Mathai, a great man of his time.
yeah.
And our poster boy, George Abraham. He is a poster boy of Indian physical education fraternity.
He is making what Harry Cohn has done. He is continuing the objective.
Yeah, very good. Sir, ask somebody who can clear the voice actually.
My voice.
Yeah, actually, the host, that administrator can do it better.
Can you hear now?
But
Not very clear.
it's clear, but it should be a sharp voice. Sharp.
Strong voice.
Yeah.
I'll make it all right.
Yeah.
Good to see you.
All.
Patro sir.
I know nobody.
Patro sir, welcome you.
Hello.
Sir, welcome sir. And
Good morning, Patro sir. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning.
Matai sir.
Yeah, Professor Mathai is still young.
Young. Look,
Yeah.
I am only 85 now.
Oh.
85 plus.
And 15 years to go. 15 more runs to be made.
It may be more than that. Who knows?
Yeah. But at least 15 are required to complete the century.
That is the spirit.
At least we can say that a member of our team scored the century.
Diwari sir, welcome.
Diwari sir, good morning.
Good morning. Good morning.
Oh, Tiwari, great Tiwari.
Good morning, Tiwari ji. How are you?
Sound maximum.
Tiwari, little more closer, Tiwari.
Diwari sir, good morning.
Very good morning, sir.
Good morning.
How are you?
Fine, sir. Fine. Good morning, Vedanath sir.
Excellent, sir. Thank you, Guruji.
Sir, you are
And Big Guru is here. Big Guru.
Good morning, Gurudeep Singh ji.
Good morning, Tiwari ji. How are you?
Fine, sir. For your blessing.
Yeah, thank you, sir. It is God's blessing.
Ramchandra Reddy line.
Dr. Shyam, lot the guests have now joined, so we can start in time.
Okay, shall we start now?
Yeah.
What time? 10, no? Please wait 1 more minute.
Okay, sir.
2 minutes.
Okay.
Sam sir. Dr.
Hello?
Reddy is yet to join.
Sir already joined, sir.
Okay.
Ready, sir?
എന്തോ ചെയ്യണമെന്ന് പറയണ nothing about it. ഞാൻ എന്ത് ചെയ്യും?
Ready, sir?
Reddy is in Canada.
Sir, can we start?
Yes, sir.
Sir, can we start? Yeah, sir. Full, sir.
Please, sir, arrive.
Yeah. Sir, please, good morning, Reddy sir. There, I think, midnight, I think. Please, unmute your video, sir, audio, sir. Reddy sir,
Sir,
please unmute. Reddy sir, please unmute, then only we can hear you.
Ready, sir? Please unmute.
I think he is doing.
Okay.
Okay, you hear me?
Yes,
Yes,
sir,
sir,
now we
now
can
we
hear
can
you.
Yeah, thank you.
Sir, shall we start now?
Yeah, please, yes.
Very good morning, everyone. We wish you all and bless you all in the name of Lord Jesus Christ. Most distinguished guests, honorable speakers, renowned resource persons, physical education professionals, coaches, students, we are indeed happy to welcome for the International Conference on New Norms for Enhancing Physical Activity, Health and Lifestyle Management 2021. In commemoration of the centenary year celebration, the college takes a pleasure of inviting you to the international conference. The Bible says, pursue the Lord and his strength, seek his face always. For seeking his face, may I request Dr. S. Glady Girubagar to lead us in prayer. Sir.
Let us pray. Let us thank God for giving one more day in our life. Our beloved Heavenly Father in heaven, we thank you for giving us one more day in our life. As a physical education professionals, we are all gathered here in this international conference, which is being organized by Ymca College of Physical Education, the commemoration of the centenary year celebration. You have blessed all of us to be the part of this great institution's centenary year celebration. Lord, bless all the resource persons, all the participants, all the technical team members, those who are working behind this. Lord, we submit everything into your mighty hands. Help us to share the knowledge among ourselves. Once again, we submit ourselves into your mighty hands. We ask everything in the name of our Lord Jesus, Savior. Amen.
Please unmute.
Sam, unmute. Good morning to one and all present here. On behalf of the Board of Management, Chairman of the College, Correspondent Secretary, Principal, member of the faculty, and my own behalf, I take the pleasure in proposing the welcome address. I am delighted to welcome Chief Guest of this conference, Professor Pratap Singh Tiwari, former Vice Chancellor, Gulbarga University, Karnataka. He is a great academician, mentor, and good researcher. Sir, I welcome you on behalf of the participants on this occasion. We are indeed blessed to have you in our midst today. I welcome you, sir. Next, I would like to welcome the 4 great personalities as a guest of honor, legendary in the field of physical education and sports. I take the immense pleasure in welcoming the first guest of honor for this conference, Professor Patros P. Matai, former Principal, Ymca College of Physical Education, former Director and Dean, Faculty of Physical Education, University of Kerala. Sir, we are indeed blessed to have you in our midst today. I welcome you, sir. I take the pleasure in welcoming the next guest of honor, Professor L.R. Vaidyanathan, former Dean, Faculty of Education, Principal, University College of Physical Education, Bangalore University. He is an excellent academician and well-known personality in the field of physical education. May hearty welcome you, sir. Next, I would like to welcome Dr. B. Ramachandra Reddy, former Faculty of Ymca College of Physical Education, legendary in the field of physical education and well-known personality in the physical education field. I welcome you, sir. Then we extend a warm welcome to our next guest of honor, Dr. Gurudeep Singh, former Head and Secretary, Sports Board, Association of Indian Universities, New Delhi, the man of action in the field of sports. So we are very much honored, privileged to have you here, sir. My hearty welcome you, sir. Now we have 2 important persons with us, 2 renowned resource persons. They are going to deliver speech with us. Dr. Gary Cohn, Associate Professor, School of Health Sciences, University Science, Malaysia. So we are very much privileged and very much eagerly waiting to listen your speech on brain breaks, new norms for enhancing physical activity. Your speech will enlighten all the participants. We welcome you, sir. Next, I welcome Dr. Haugam Azim, Faculty of Department of Physical Education, King Fahd University of Petroleum Minerals, Saudi Arabia. So we are very much privileged and very much eagerly waiting to listen your speech on recent trends in health and lifestyle management. Your speech will enlighten all the participants. We welcome you, sir. Now I would like to welcome our correspondent secretary. He is not available right now. Formally, I welcome him for this conference. I take the pleasure in welcoming our beloved principal, Dr. George Abraham. He is active, dedicated, and good sportsman. He is a brainchild of this program. My hearty welcome you, sir. It's my duty and honor to welcome all the faculty members of Ymca College of Physical Education. I welcome you all. I welcome all the delegates in India and abroad who are connected with the platform. Once again, welcome you all. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Good morning to you all.
Good morning.
It's our bound duty to reveal the credentials of the chief guest. Now, I would like to brief the credentials of our chief guest, Dr. Pratap Singh Tiwari. Professor Pratap Singh Tiwari is presently holding the position as Executive Director in Rashtriya Manav Abhivruddhi Foundation. He is the former Vice Chancellor of Gulbarga University, Karnataka, former Registrar of Gulbarga University. He has contributed in the field of education and also physical education for around 42 years as academician, teacher, administrator, organizer, and sports promoter. He has got 20 years of teaching and research experience and still working on various projects related to physical education and sports. He has produced 18 PhDs and 17 MPhil scholars. He has received grants of 10 lakh rupees for major project and 45 lakh under SAP by the UGC in the year 2019. Equally, he is having the administrative experience also. He has got the administrative experience as Vice Chancellor, Registrar, Finance Officer of Gulbarga University, Dean, Faculty of Education, Syndicate Member, Academic Council Member, Senate Member, Director of Physical Education, Secretary of Board of Sports, Coordinator for MPEd courses, Principal of University College of Physical Education, Chairman for PG in courses in Physical Education, Member Project Steering Committee, Central University of Karnataka. Sir, we are pleased to have you as the chief guest. We are eagerly waiting for your address. Sir, please.
Most respected our board, Professor Ella Vaidyanathan, Professor P. Mathai, Dr. Ramchandra Reddy ji, Dr. Gurudeep Singh ji, Dr. Gary, Dr. Ajay, conference key person, George Abraham, all faculty members, all participants. It gives me immense pleasure to speak on the auspicious occasion of century celebration of YMCA College of Physical Education, Chennai of Tamil Nadu. The most significant work of the YMCA in the field of physical education was to make it possible for India to be represented in the World Olympic. All India Sports Meet was conducted from 9 to 11 February 1924. In this meet, the first ever Olympic team to represent India was selected. 6 gentlemen and 6 sportspersons represented the first Indian Olympic team. Under founder and pioneer of YMCA, promoter of physical education in India, most relevant man, Mr. H.C. Park. Recently, in Tokyo Olympic 2020, Indian athletic Mr. Neeraj Chopra, weightlifter Miss Mirabai Chanu, wrestler Mr. Ravi Daya, and Mr. Bajrang Putia, Miss P.V. Sandhu, boxer Miss Lavleen, and Indian men hockey team won gold, silver, gold medal respectively. I congratulate them for their remarkable achievement on the century celebration of YMCA College of Physical Education. To mark a remarkable century celebration, the YMCA College of Physical Education has organized international conference on challenges and strategy, a mark to win Tokyo Olympic 2020 by inviting distinguished guests and Olympians on virtual platform. Very uniquely, and now it has organized international conference on new norms for enhancing physical activity, health, lifestyle management through 2021 by inviting esteemed guests of honor, Professor P.P. Mathai, Professor Ella Vaidyanathan, Dr. Ramchandra Reddy, Dr. Gurudeep Singh, and eminent resource persons like Gary Cohn, Malaysia, and Dr. Ajim from Saudi Arabia to share their knowledge and the experience of physical education, sports science on this virtual platform. YMCA College of Physical Education is presently offering PhD, MPL, MPA, BPEd, BMS, BPS, so many courses. Engineering and leader of high academic caliber. The studies are rendered by YMCA College of Physical Education since 1920 onwards. institute awarded by NAC as an A-grade college. The college stands as a hallmark for revealing physical education, teachers, coaching the students who can teach physical education skills and techniques of games, organize sports competitions, and undergo research programs. It has significantly contributed in the field of physical education and sports for producing human resources under the umbrella of university quality of physical education and sports in India. On the occasion, I have personally expressed my opinion, and I wish that this day is celebrated as a physical education day in India, playing honor of respect of physical education profession. Lastly, I express my sincere gratitude to Honorable Justice J.B. Koshai, National President, YMCA of India, Honorable Justice Gurudeep Singh, Chairman, YMCA College of Physical Education, Chennai, Mr. J. Benjamin, Secretary, YMCA College of Physical Education, Dr. John Abraham, Principal, YMCA College of Physical Education, and all the office bearers of YMCA College of Physical Education for inviting me as a chief guest of this memorable century celebration event of YMCA College of Physical Education. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. On behalf of YMCA College of Physical Education Management, staff and students, I thank our chief guest for accepting this moment. Sir, as a token of respect, we would like to honor you with a certificate and we accept it, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. I take the pleasure to introduce the first guest of honor, a legend in the field of physical education who had served his service in South India as well as in North India. Professor Patros P. Mathai from Trivandrum. He had done his BP in Vikram University, BA Economics in Kerala University, MA Economics in Vikram University, and MSc Physical Education, specialization in Management and Planning Physical Education. Sir also had done his diploma in Patiala in advanced coaching in volleyball. Sir had shouldered so many responsibilities. The list goes on. He had he was the executive member, a director and secretary in SOI, New Delhi in 88 to 91. Dean Faculty of Physical Education, University of Kerala. Director and head of the Department of Physical Education in the University of Kerala during 79 to 96. He was the man behind the installation of first synthetic track in Kerala and among Indian universities. He was the Deputy Secretary in Technical Assistance in 9th Asian Games. He was the Deputy Director and Head of the Department of Students' Welfare in Kerala Agri University. He was a professor and principal in our college, YMCA College of Physical Education, Madras. He had also served his service in Gwalior, LNCP, Gwalior. Sir was member of so many associations, so many things, commissions. He was a member of managing committee for Bharatiyam in 89 as well as in 73, in which 30 states and union territories took part. He was the convener, sports committee for project report on national games at Kerala. Again, in 87, was a secretary on and in charge of technical committee for the national games in 87 also. He was a board member of our college, YMCA College of Physical Education. He was a member of SOI Regional Advisory Committee. He was a member of Indian Universities Volleyball Athletics and Athletics Teams Commission. He was also a member of Kerala Sports Council. He was a technical delegate and referee for Volleyball Federation of India, technical official of Amateur Athletic Federation of India, organizing secretary for several national and state level tournaments. Sir had participated as a resource person in so many national and state level he had represented himself as a resource person. He's a national award winner of physical education of efficiency in 1965. Sir was a state player in basketball as well as in volleyball. Sir was a university captain of basketball in 1959 to 60. In volleyball, also university captain of volleyball in 1960 to 61, both in Vikram University and Kerala University. Trivandrum. Sir had went to so many countries like West Germany, France, Netherlands, England, USSR, Czechoslovakia, Egypt, UAE, and Kuwait. Sir also know so many languages like English, Hindi, Malayalam, German, and also Tamil. Sir, we are very happy to have you here in this international conference. Kindly deliver your speech, sir. Sir, please.
Yeah, no.
പുള്ളി ഇൻവൈറ്റ് ചെയ്തു അങ്കിൾ സംസാരിച്ചോളൂ.
Matthias, sir?
Yes.
Sir, please.
സംസാരിച്ചോളൂ.
I would talk about the YMCA College of Physical Education briefly. YMCA College of Physical Education, the first college of physical education of Asia, was established in 1920 by Harry Cohn of US. They were affiliated to Madras University, is now affiliated to Tamil Nadu Physical Education and Sports University. The college started in 1920, started academic programs of certificate, diploma courses, was the first physical education college of South Asia. Originally located on Georgetown of Chennai, was shifted to Royalpeta, and the present Nandanam campus spread over 65 acres of modern classrooms, laboratory, gymnastic halls, computer center, and a modern library. Its open-air theater is famous and well remembered by alumnus of the college spread all over India. It has become a co-education institution in 1940. It is the first institution in the country to promote sports for handicapped youngsters. Today, it offers orientation and mobility training for the blind as well. The college graduates occupied vital physical education posts in colleges and universities all over India. Today, the college offers certificate to doctoral courses in physical education and sports. Started as a project of National Council of YMCAs of India, is accredited by NAC as a first graduate autonomous institution. It is also recognized by NCTE and all universities in the country. I had a good opportunity to be the professor and principal of the college in year 1975. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir, for your sweet and valuable keynote address. Sir, we are very much delighted on behalf of YMCA College of Physical Education and Management. We are very proud to have you here amidst of our gathering. Sir, kindly accept your by virtue e-certificate to honor you. Please accept it, sir.
Thank you.
Sir, please.
Yeah.
Certificate. Thank you.
Thank you for the certificate. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Thanks a lot, sir. Thank you. Now we'll move to our second guest of honor is none other than a green city, and we used to say that the garden city, garden state. From that valuable city that we have a professor, L.R. Vaidyanathan. Welcome you, sir. And he's a very, he has, yes, sir, welcome, sir. He has huge matters to say here, but I very extremely sorry, sir. Just I have shortlisted and just try to say your achievements. And mainly, I would like to say that he is the Vasishtha Award in 2008. And Professor L.R. Vaidyanathan, former Dean, Bangalore University, and is very well known personality in Karnataka state. And he is the person, one who is bred in the field of physical education, who devoted life to the profession in our physical education. His total wisdom and thoughtfulness brought in many positive changes in the field of physical education in the state. He was born in undivided state of South India at Palakkad in the year 1940 to his illustrious parents, Lakshmi and Ramachandran. The intellectual and orthodox family environmental helped him to acquire human values and traditional background. The family background of sports and sportsmanship implanted in him to urge a lot of achievements in the sports field and leadership qualities required for professionals. This might have been a beginning for his all-round ability as a sportsman and his long innings ahead in service of professional physical education. Apart from physical education, his laurels in the field of sports, his meritorious distinction in academics and in the professional courses of physical education helped him to get master's degree as well as a diploma in coaching and fitness. He had also stint of coaches training under Dr. Stitch and English athlete coach Mr. Morgan. With his well-groomed abilities, he joined the College of Physical Education in the year 1967 as a faculty member under the stewardship of his mentor, Professor N.C. Parappa, who influenced his career to a great extent. He served this institution for more than 35 long years with devotional and dedicated work and discipline and very sincere in during his tenure. His innovative and creative approach in teaching instilled and permanent impression in the thousands of students all over India and abroad who has passed out of the portals. And apart from that, his essential professional qualities made him the chairman, HOD, principal of the college, and also Dean of Faculty Education of the Bangalore University. He was always in the thick of professional activities in spite of his various administrative duties. Prior to his retirement in the year 2000, he has local inquiry committee, chairman of board studies, board of examiners, and sports advisory boards, academic councils, senate, different bodies of senates, university senate member, board of appointments and other academic bodies. He has served in many universities in India, one committee or other. In addition to the above, he has worked as an expert member of Karnataka state, that UGC, NAC, NCTE and SOI. He was an expert member in the appointment committee of Kendra Vidyalaya board and Navodaya school of organization. He was also instrumental for preparing textbooks for state schools. As a sports administrator and official, he had a successful innings. He was associated with various sports associations and was a qualified official and coach of the State Athletic Association and basketball. He was the associate secretary of the State Basketball Association, and he is the organization secretary for the Pre-Asian Basketball Championship, which provided his organization ability. He founded his own club, Mountains Club, which has produced many national and international sports stars. Usher, growing glory to his career, the state government Karnataka appointed him as a head of expert committee to recommend ways and means to promote physical education in schools and junior colleges. After following out of his professional experience helped him to formulate a report which had for reaching efforts on the professional progress. The government of Karnataka totally accepted Vaidyanathan committee report, and today physical education is made a fully academic core subject on board with other subjects in schools and junior colleges. The physical education teacher is treated very well and to occupy other administrative posts. His recommendation has made a new awakening in the society, and the government fully utilized the benefits of the physical education. His retirement has not deterred from his zeal to serve the profession. Even today, he is a visiting professor on academic colleges of various universities and serves various committees of the government and private bodies. He is widely traveled man and has visited many countries across the globe, propagating the theme of Indian system physical education. He has also presented many research papers, both national and international seminars and conferences. God has blessed him with a beautiful life with a physical educational Srimati C.A. Puamma as his partner, and blessed with a daughter, Priti, who is settled in USA as a software engineer. Among the God's best benevolent, Professor L.R. Vaidyanathan name will find a place in the history of physical education. Sir, really very much delighted to quote few achievements in your thing, sir. Sir, thank you. Thank you very much for the presence. Sir, please.
Thank you very much.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you, sir.
It's a happy moment in life on the eve of India's 75th independence and centenary year of Ymca College of Physical Education, Nandanam, Madras, and as a part of the seminar, Enhancing Physical Activity and Lifestyle Management in this critical period of the nation. However, there is a silver lining seen as India's Olympic participation in Tokyo Olympics, where our sportsmen and women have brought glory and joy to the nation. It's necessary to mention Neeraj Chopra's javelin, first time in Indian Olympic history. Mirabai Chanu, Bajrang Punia, Lavlina, P.V. Sindhu, Ravi Dahiya, and Indian hockey women and men's team. They have won laurels to the nation and brought an awakening for sports in India. The seeds sown by Harry Crow Buck back in 1920 and YMCA has started bearing fruit by spreading the message of physical education all over India with the objective of inculcating physical education over East Asia. Main educational objectives of physical education is developing fitness, health, skill development, and recreation at the grassroots level, which puts the correct platform for developing good sportsmen and women. I congratulate Dr. George Abraham, the dynamic principal of Ymca College of Physical Education, for his excellent efforts, along with the staff for organizing this seminar. Make physical education curriculum a subject from primary to university level so that we can make a fit nation to meet the challenges of the future. The Karnataka government has already made physical education as a curricular subject, introducing it as a subject, as an examination subject, and also textbook from class 4 to 12th standard, so that all the teachers get not only the benefits, also the status of other teachers. Today, in Karnataka, the physical education teacher in schools can become a headmaster. The same thing is happening at the college level. Our own higher education minister, Dr. Ashwath Narayan, is son of a physical education teacher. He has agreed to introduce physical education as a compulsory subject in colleges also and universities, so that everybody will be involved in the system of physical education. So physical education is the base not only for education, it is the base for the future promotion of sports in India. So physical education is the roots, and whatever you get out of it, through the sports or medals or champions, it is the fruit. If the playgrounds are full in India, the hospitals will be empty. So we want every healthy citizen a fit nation. I am sure that this seminar will throw a light on the system of physical education in India and the system of education in India and the system of sports in India, so that what Harry Krobuck dreamt of will come true by introducing physical education as a curricular subject at all levels, so that we can get a fit India, a healthy India, and a fit nation. Thank you very much, George Abraham and his colleagues, for giving me this opportunity. Jai Hind.
Sir, thank you, sir. Thank you for your valuable speech. Behalf of our college, our principal and management of YMCA, we want to honor you as a certificate in your virtual mode. Please accept your work.
I accept it with great honor. Thank you very much, YMCA Madras.
Thank you very much, sir. It's my great pleasure to introduce our next guest of honor, the elite personality in the field of physical education, Dr. Ramachandra Reddy. Sir started his academics, BPE and MPE in LCPE in Gwalior. He awarded with the teaching faculty of LCPE scholarship during his periods. And when he was in the MPE, he taking classes in undergraduate in LCPE. During his final year, he was elected as a president of Student Association of the college. We proudly said that he was the former colleagues of YMCA college. He started his career as a lecturer in YMCA college at 1966. That time, he was published a book of scientific kabaddi, and he is a college representative, the college staff representative in the college management board and hostel deputy warden. Sir served different teaching training colleges as a principal education officer. He published a number of books such as post-primary physical education, etc. After one YMCA, he served as a 6 years in Director of Physical Education, AM Jain College in Chennai. And then he went to the principal of Dr. Sivandi Adityanar College, Tiruchendur. Sir established BPEd and MPhil courses in the College of Dr. Sivandi Adityanar College of Physical Education. He is a vice president of National Association of Physical Education and Sports. We are very honored you to the guest of honor, sir. Please address the gatherings.
When we are celebrating the 100 years of existence, today we remember with gratitude, pay respects and tributes to the founder principal, Dr. Harry Krobuck, a number of individuals who served for the promotion of the college, and some alumni spread the message of physical education and sports in India at large, are not with us. Please maintain a minute silence. Amen. I congratulate Principal Dr. Judge Abraham and organizers to celebrate college 100 years of existence at a time when the whole world is celebrating the sports festival in the name of Olympics. I know the difficulty involved in organizing a seminar seminar and organizing the centenary celebration, as we have organized during 1969 Golden Jubilee of the college. Once again, my compliments to the principal and entire members of the faculty. While YMCA College of Physical Education celebrating 100 years of existence, I am given or assigned to speak the history of the college, as I was a part of the college at one time. I served 10 years as a lecturer at the college and going to share 55 years of history from 1920 to March 1975, which time I left the college. Based on my experience and interaction I had with first generation alumni, PM Joseph, LK Govindarajulu, my focus is on the founder principle, infrastructure development, and courses, prominently the contribution of YMCA to various members. I'm going to deal more about it. From 1920 to 1930, the aim of the then British government was mostly to transfer our resources and spread Christianity. They established some Christian missionaries as well as institutions in the name of, like St. Mary's College, Lila College, and so on and so forth, and also established some government institutions. In these institutions, the defense personnel taught drills, marching, and students played some games like football and volleyball. In the 1916, late Harry Crow Buck from USA with physical education background joined in Calcutta YMCA. Harry Crow Buck, later on, he was transferred to Madras, the Central YMCA, now in Broadway. By seeing the situation, H.C. Buck decided to start training program in physical education. Buck decided to start training programs in physical education. October 19, started 3 students, 3 months course with 4 students, matriculation qualification at Central YMCA building as day scholars. As the second batch of students undergoing the training, H.C. Buck consulted some prominent personalities of the city and approached the government with a proposal. Then British government accorded permission with present campus land on lease and with teaching grants. August 1920, YMCA College of Physical Education started in Rayapeta YMCA College. Later on, 2 or 3 years later, the college started at the present YMCA, present campus. At that time, few huts for men and women constructed. A small gym-like structure between present gym and game store, now not in existence, constructed. Gradually, roof of the gym disappeared. During 1960, the floor of the gym was used as a roller skating and canteen on western side. Perhaps now some buildings raised in that area. Practicals and theory classes taught with temporary arrangements. Principal H.C. Buck, his wife, and some Christian missionary taught lessons. It is interesting to know that in 1923, Harry Crow Buck, with consultation with sports lovers, formed Indian Olympic Association, IOC, at the college. PM Joseph, LK Govindarajulu, and Anthony Muthu were some pioneer students during this period. PM Joseph later on joined Physical Director, American College, Madurai. After higher education from USA, joined college staff, acted as a principal when H.C. Buck was sick. Later, he founded College of Physical Education, Kandivalli, near Bombay, now not in existence. He was founder principal, Lakshmi Boy College of Physical Education, Gwalior, and served for 10 years. For his contribution, Government of India awarded with Padma Shri Award and honorary doctorate by his alumni, Springfield College, Massachusetts, at USA. Dr. L.K. Govindarajulu, a lawyer by profession, an intellectual, established Department of Physical Education, Annamalai University, later Department of Physical Education, Sri Venkateswara University, Tirupati, Andhra Pradesh. He was editor for the monthly magazine called Vyayam. Anthony Muthu served in St. John's College, Palayamkotam, Tirunelveli, founded Maruti College of Physical Education, Sri Ramakrishna Mission Vidyalaya, Tamil Nadu. Chaladurai, Krishnamurti, and Madhi Aligan, alumni of the college, were the founding staff members of that college. Now I'm going to deal August 1931 to April 1946. There had been progressive development of infrastructure during this period. Playfields upgraded, present administrative building, overhead water tank, swimming pool, dining hall with a kitchen, a small hut near dining hall for mess manager Narayana Nair and head cook Bala Nair as a quarters constructed. Buck Open Air Theatre, later named as Buck Memorial Theatre. Boxing ring, now not in existence. Co-education introduced during this period. Prominent alumni, A.K. Singh served as a lecturer for a few years. Later director, Bal Bhavan, New Delhi, vice principal, LCP Gwalior, and retired as the deputy director of National Institute of Sports, Patiala. G.D. Vakarkar and V.N. Salve from Maharashtra, prominent alumni of this college. H.C. Buck, his wife, Gray, and Mia taught lessons. Father of Indian physical education in India, Harry Crow Buck, died on 24th July 1943. Now, July 1947 to April 1960. This is the period after India's independence. Mia succeeded H.C. Buck as principal. Pavilion, physiotherapy block, new ladies hostel, and new deputy warden quarters for women, and some staff members quarters, and more huts for students hostels constructed. As more number of colleges, schools, and universities established in the country, the demand for trained teachers has increased. So at the same time, the awareness to physical education and sports increased. So there had been a greater demand as well as high competition for student admission. Higher grade certificate course started during this period. C.C. Abraham, S.D. Chople served as a teaching staff. Subsequently, both became principals one after the other. Later, S.D. Chople became vice principal and then principal of Gwalior College. Robson, one of the prominent college alumni, joined in the college at Karaikudi after PhD from USA, started Alagappa College of Physical Education, Karaikudi. Tirunarayan, Hariharan are the popular alumni staff during that time at that college. Robson retired as the Dean, LCPE. M.N. Mull later joined LCP as a staff and became a dean, and later he retired from service. Raghupati, Chief Inspector of Physical Education, Government of Tamil Nadu. Sorry. Setu Madhav Rao, S.S. Srivatsan, C.V. Rao, College alumni, after obtaining MPA degree from USA, became founding staff members of Lakshmi Bai College of Physical Education, Gwalior. L. Jacob and Krishna Nair, Government College of Physical Education, Trivandrum. Mrs. Stella Mangaladurai, Mrs. Paul Raj, Dr. Rajashiri John, Mrs. Benjamin, and late Miss Ruth, some prominent women students in the early years. Alumni established physical education colleges elsewhere in the country, as well as shouldered the responsibility as physical directors in schools, arts colleges, and universities, as mentioned below. N.C. Parappa founded Government College of Physical Education, Bangalore. Mohan, Government Art College at Hyderabad. C.A. Abraham, Physical Director, Madras Christian College. Sudarsana Rao, Department of Physical Education, Andhra University. P.R. Subramaniam and Ramadas, Presidency College. Narayanan, Laila College. T.V. Ramana, Vivekananda College. J.V. Rao, Kachapas College. S. Subramaniam, University of Madras. North Indian students went back to their places, promoted physical education in their own way. Now coming June 1961, March 1975, this is the period where I was the staff member of the college. At this point, National Council of YMCAs of India, New Delhi, started taking interest in the affairs of the college. The area between swimming pool and men's hostel converted into cricket field, present gymnasium constructed with UGC grants. In 1968, Diploma in Physical Education converted into Bachelor of Physical Education, and 2 years later, 1 year MPA course was started. MPA student used gym rooms as the hostel. Some early staff during this period, Lamak, John Prabhakar, and Chaco. J.P. Thomas, who was serving in nearby Teachers College, Hyderabad, joined college, secured PhD from USA, and succeeded S.D. Chopde as a principal. Staff during this period, late Mrs. Daisy Rapa Joseph, lecturer come Bursar, such post is not in vogue now. D.S. Luther, late Mrs. Cherian, late Mrs. D'Souza, Shaukat Ali, Mon Singh, Jnana Asir, all college alumni. J.C. John, Dr. B.R. Reddy, Mr. Narendra Singh, LCP student, alumni, and Sundarajan as medical officer. S. Jaimitra joined college staff when Hubert Dhanraj left for Canada. Venkateswarlu joined faculty as a research professor. Howard, founder, principal, Lucknow Christian College of Physical Education, was in the college for 2 years as visiting professor. College celebrated Golden Jubilee with Sports Minister Punjab as the chief guest. Qualified physiotherapist James was appointed and the clinic started functioning. Gatilism, Bhangra dance, popular in Punjab, introduced. Every Monday morning, General Assemblies, there used to be lectures on important topics by staff members in rotation. College took active part in organizing national games at Nehru Stadium, Chennai. Different classes started organizing model sports meet. College conducted interviews at Madurai, Salem for student admissions. Annual picnics, leadership training camps, college day celebrations, and cultural programs are regular feature to identify leadership qualities. Introduced Harry Crow Buck Award to the outstanding people who contributed for outstanding persons. State Association conducted referees examination at the college. Film industry started shooting swimming pool, and some places in the campus enhanced the college revenue. The aim of then administration was to prepare competent teachers with utmost discipline, punctuality, and togetherness. All this was possible with the dynamic leadership of J.P. Thomas and was called as golden period of the college. Mr. Patros P. Matai, LCP alumni, succeeded J.P. Thomas as principal. Adjoining college, there is a Kuvam River with stagnated water is the minus point to the college as it breeds countless mosquitoes. In December 1966, there was an unprecedented cyclone with heavy rains, many trees uprooted, river overflooded, knee-deep water in the athletic track, and the situation worst in the low-lying women's hostel. Fortunately, the college was not in session. Outstanding alumni during this period, A.M. Murthy, Pushparajan, Govindarajulu, all in CPA close at different years. Maraya, Abraham Robert, Vasudevan, and D. Ramakrishna Raju as BP students at different years. D. Ramakrishna Raju, after retirement as a principal Vivekananda Evening College, became a successful real estate businessman. More interestingly, Bhaktavatsala Naidu, with CPA course, later on renamed as Mohan Babu, popular Telugu hero, nominated MP and now founding chairman, group of institutions, Vidyaniketan School, Engineering College, among other institutions at Tirupati in Andhra Pradesh. During this period, Pithardian, Joe Solomon, and V.T. Titus were the college correspondents. To conclude my speech, it may be some kind of suggestions or recommendations, I should say. YMCA College maintained secularity in appointing teaching and non-teaching staff, irrespective of the reason. For example, one from each state, C.C. Ibrahim from Kerala, S.D. Chopde from Maharashtra, A.K. Singh from Delhi, N.M. Mal from Punjab, Sri Darshan Desai, Karnataka, S.C. Samant, Calcutta, and John Prabhakar from Andhra Pradesh. Likewise, many in the college history. Number 2, from 1920 to August 1968, 48 years, it was only the diploma in physical education at the college, and then alumni with DPED upgraded their qualification so as to serve better in the society. Number 3, it is well known and established fact that YMCA College of Physical Education, Chennai, is primarily responsible to spread physical education in sports, length and breadth of the country. Number 4, to reach the message of the centenary celebrations to public, organize press conferences after every seminar. 5th point, request National Council of YMCA of India, New Delhi, to help to arrange to bring foreign professionals as visiting professors or to serve short period at the college. 7, Harry Buck Award. I hope it is in vogue. If not, be revived. At present, YMCA College of Physical Education contribution is known very little in the history of physical education. Prepare literature spread through outgoing students and also include in the college syllabus as the college is autonomous. Add the word sports to the College of Physical Education. Means it should be or maybe YMCA College of Physical Education and Sports. In recent Olympics, we have seen our national teams performing. As a premier institution, forward your suggestions to central government for to improve the sports excellency. 11th point, college can seek grants from UGC to develop infrastructure development as it is giving to colleges and universities in the country. If they already received some grants, even then you can request for some more. 12th point, research play vital role to develop science, technology, education, among other areas. College can play towards this angle to achieve excellency in sports in the country. Once again, I thank Principal Dr. George Abraham, Convener Dr. Samuel Jesdas, and college staff for considering me to be a resource person on this occasion. And finally, the world is facing calamity of COVID-19. Scientists say the virus is beginning to end. I request viewers to follow safety precautions, face masks, and sanitation and social distance. Thanks one and all. What happened? I don't know. Thank you.
Pleasant morning to all. I would like to extend my wonderful thanks to Dr. Ramachandra Reddy sir for accepting our invitation for being the guest of honor for this day. And sir, and information about your YMCA College of Physical Education was highly inspiring us. On behalf of the YMCA College of Physical Education, Management Correspondent Secretary, Administrative Officer, Principal, staff members, and personal behalf, we would like to honor you with the e-certificate, sir. Kindly accept it, sir. Sir, kindly accept it. Thank you.
Something happened.
Sir, we are giving an e-certificate to you. Please accept.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
I consider it a great pleasure to introduce our next guest of honor, Dr. Gurudeep Singh, sir. He qualified with a great academic excellency with MPhD, MPhil, PhD, and Doctor of Literature. He is serving as a president of Premier Academy of Sports Science and Physical Education, India. He served as head and secretary, Sports Board, Association of Indian University, AIU at New Delhi for the period of 25 years. And also he served as a hockey coach at the training center of National Institute of Sports, Patiala for 5 years. He rendered his service senior hockey coach of Sports Authority of India at New Delhi for 5 years on the scheme of National Sports Talent Promotion Scheme. He worked as a national technical official in the successful conduct of Commonwealth Games in the year 2010. He was appointed as an observer for Indian Olympic Association of Olympic Games held at Barcelona 1992, Sydney 2000, and London Olympic Games 2012. Sir also served as a member of Technical Conduct Committee of Successful Conduct of Kalo India Youth Games in the year 2018 and 19 held at Pune, Maharashtra. He was appointed as a member of governing body for attending the Sports Authority of India. Dr. Gurudeep Singh sir presented research paper during Olympic Scientific Congress in the year 1992 held at Barcelona, Spain. And he was nominated as a member of core group for drafting the rules and regulation for presenting the prestigious award for the meritorious sports award such as Arjuna Award, Padma Shri Award, and the Lifetime Achievement Award. Sir also elected as a vice president of national body supported by the government of India. The National Sports Committee designated him as a member of constituted by the Confederation of India Industries and also member of NCTE for drafting the curriculum for the BPED as well as for the MPED courses. He served as external examiner and visiting faculty of MPED, MPhil, and PhD. Finally, we have to acknowledge that he is a legend in the field of physical education and sports. I am proud to say that I got an opportunity to work under him as an organizing secretary for the South Zone All India tournaments while he was a secretary in the AI tournament in the year 2016 and 17. Sir, on behalf of Ymca College of Physical Education, Correspondent Secretary, Principal, on behalf of I extend a warm welcome to such an iconic personality in the field of physical education and sports. Welcome you, sir. Over to you. Welcome you, sir.
Am I audible?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You're audible.
Okay. First of all, my grateful thanks to the chairman of YMCA and principal, Professor George Abraham, who is known to have a magnet in his heart and a compass in his head. Honorable Chief Guest, Professor Tiwari, who was Vice Chancellor of a great university, Professor P.P. Mathai, a great sportsman and academician of all times to come. Professor L.R. Vedanathan, former Dean of Bangalore University and a great writer of his time. Professor Ramachandran, a great teacher who was here just, and he knows how to teach and give a clear picture of the subject matter. Dr. Gary Cohn from Malaysia, an academician of repute. Dr. Kaukaba Azim, a great fitness trainer in the world. Now, everybody has spoken the contribution, establishment, and founder of YMCA. YMCA is known as a Harvard of Indian physical education and sports sciences, as a Makkah Medina of physical education and sports sciences in the country. YMCA College of Physical Education was established in 1920, but started its academic activities in 1931 as an institution of international importance of South Asia, with the starting CPED and DPED courses in physical education and sports. Mr. Harry Kroberg from Pennsylvania University, USA, started this college for promoting the culture of excellence in physical education and sports. YMCA progressed a lot by having a sound foundation, and YMCA pursued academic excellence and sporting excellence altogether for throwing a lot of Olympians and academicians in the national stream. This is the contribution, and YMCA maintained its focus on the holistic development of a human being, including body, mind, and spirit, to survive and succeed in any walk of life, especially in pursuit of sporting excellence at global competition. You can see what happened with the athletes during Olympics. There was a lot of stress, being isolated and being in the anxiety, fear, stress, and depression caused by the COVID-19. It has created a terrible crisis for human life. For this catastrophe, we need to adopt active, healthy, and productive lifestyle through active participation in games and sports. Otherwise, it will be very difficult to maintain our immunity. Previously, wars were fought with the ammunition. Today, war to survive and succeed is fought on the basis of your high immunity. Previously, it was ammunition. Today, it is the immunity. And our sports system to produce world beaters needs 4 strong pillars: culture, nurture, structure, and infrastructure. Culture should be at the grassroots level. to throw more, more players in the national stream. Nurture. There should be a provision of advanced training to nurture the talent. First, identification of the talent, then it should be nurtured by the experts at school, colleges, and university. Structure, we should have a proper planning, proper policy to be implemented, and a world-class infrastructure. Culture, nurture, structure, and infrastructure should be in place if you want to make your presence felt as a growing and emerging sporting nation in the world. We can have the benefits of healthy, active, and productive lifestyle that it can produce world beaters that should be genetically rich. Who can be world beater? Those who are genetically rich and scientifically trained, and they should be well placed in our society to honor them. One example, now it is the second example. We have the talent, we should have focused on 3T theory. First, talent, then training, and third is the target. First, design, develop, and deliver. So, keeping in mind, a fit population can be a visibility of the nation. Unfit people can be a liability to the nation. You have seen in second wave of coronavirus how we struggled to survive. So this is fit people are saving money on the health care. Unfit people will drain out your economy. So now physical education and sports are a wonder drug to survive and succeed and excel in other walk of life. Keeping in mind the significance of sports and physical education, World Health Organization signed a memorandum of understanding with the International Olympic Committee on 16th of May 2020 to save lives and promote sports as a wonder drug to live for a long time. For that, we should have a triple T theory in our new education policy where sport should be made an integral part of our education. For that, we should have a training of the trainers. If you have talented athletes with you, but you don't have a training of the trainers in the center of excellence like YMCA, NAS Patiala, LNIP, Gwalior, and LCPE, Trivandrum and Physical College Patiala, and other institutions. These should be upgraded. I expected that YMCA should have been promoted as a center of excellence at par with the national institute like Patiala, that because it is very old organization that should have taken a bold step to promote this. Otherwise, it started at a college, still it is struggling to be a college. No, it's keeping in mind the contribution, commitment of YMCA should have been raised to the highest level. This is my suggestion or request to the management that again, YMCA should get its due what it deserves. So with these things, I request all people, those who are the great brand ambassadors of YMCA, they should work for its, because it fought for existence, now it should fight for excellence of physical education and sports sciences. If India wants to improve in the field of elite sports, then we should promote brand ambassadors of YMCA and YMCA, a top and elite organization. I got the chance to study in Springfield College of Physical Education and Sports Sciences, Massachusetts. I did my master's there. The elite level that physical education in America holds the importance it should hold in India. It should become really, in real sense, the Harvard of Indian physical education and sports, and Makkah Medina of physical education sports. In case I can contribute, though I'm not a student of YMCA, but I have seen, I have learned a lot of things from the product of YMCA Madras, because my teacher was from there. So we had a good reputation in our mind about YMCA. It should not stop thinking how to raise the standard of YMCA as a elite and national university of physical education and sports, because you have a lot of genetically and scientifically trained brand ambassadors who can raise this issue with the government of India, and we should YMCA should sign MOU with the Springfield College of Physical Education and Leipzig in Germany, and very effectively promoting sporting nation should be in touch with the YMCA to survive and succeed. Otherwise, it will lose its shine. So YMCA should get its due. I would like to request Professor George Abraham, if I can be of any help for raising the standard and status of YMCA, my services till the last breath are available to YMCA. With these words, I convey my grateful thanks to the chairman and Professor Abraham and all the management and students. They should fight for the existence and excellence of YMCA. With these words, I convey my grateful thanks. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Very good morning to all the dignitaries of the day. I am Dr. S. Satish Kumar, Assistant Professor, YMCA College of Physical Education. I would like to thank Dr. Gurudeep Singh very much for his valuable speech on current pandemic and importance of physical education. You have honored us with your presence, sir. On behalf of YMCA College of Physical Education, we would like to honor you with the E-certificate. Kindly accept it, sir.
Thank you very much for giving me the honor, and giving me honor more than because I don't deserve this much, but anyhow, I would like to continue to work for the upliftment of physical education and sports science with the help of YMCA Madras.
Thank you so much for your humbleness, sir. Thank you, sir. Now it's time to introduce our principal, who is behind our all successful events, Dr. George Abraham. He's a man who proved himself on and off the track. He won several international medals for our country and also proved as an academician. He's been awarded with double PhD in 2 different departments. Without further any delay, I would like to welcome our principal, Dr. George Abraham. Sir, please.
Good morning. Welcome all the dignitaries and delegates to this international virtual conference. Today's chief guest, Honorable former Vice Chancellor of Gulbarga University, Professor Pratap Singh Tiwari. Guest of honor, Professor Patros Mathai, former faculty and principal in charge of YMCA College, former head of the department, physical director and dean of physical education, Kerala University, Professor L.R. Vaidyanathan, former principal of University College of Physical Education, Bangalore, and former dean, faculty of education, Bangalore University, Dr. Ramakrishna Reddy, former faculty of this great institution, and a promoter as a principal of Ymca College of Physical Education. Tiruchendur, Dr. Gurudeep Singh, an outstanding administrator, former head and secretary, Sports Board, Association of Indian Universities, New Delhi, a respected correspondent secretary of Ymca College, Mr. Benjamin Franklin, administrator, Mr. Raju George, other professors, faculty members of Ymca College, teaching and non-teaching staff of this great college, other physical directors from various colleges, delegates, students, and the organizing secretaries of this conference, Dr. Samuel Jesudas and Dr. J. James, other organizing committee members, delegates and friends, very good morning to everyone. I feel so proud and honored being the principal of this pioneer institution. Just before, Honorable former Vice Chancellor of Gulbarga University, Professor Pratap Singh Tiwari, inaugurated this international conference, who is an outstanding academician and administrator. Before promoting as a Vice Chancellor of Gulbarga University, he was the Director of Physical Education and the Registrar of the same university, Gulbarga University. Sir, we are honored with your valuable presence and grace as a chief guest of this international program. I consider it is a great privilege to welcome you all the participants to this great institution and to this international virtual conference on new norms of enhancing physical activity, health and lifestyle management. We can short NEPAHLM 2021 as a part of this college centenary celebrations. An outstanding physical educationist and visionary, Mr. Gary Cohn established this college, as you all know, in 1920. Later, who is named as the father of physical education of India. This college has produced many physical education professionals, more than 1 lakh, who are the ambassadors of this college and the pillars of physical education of India. Fortunately, we have successfully completed 6 international conferences in this year. Those were very useful and informative for the profession of physical education and society. This is our 7th international virtual conference. For this year, we have an outstanding resource persons are also with us from Malaysia as well as Saudi Arabia. Dr. Gary Cohn and Dr. Azim. Both are very outstanding persons. Hari Cohn working as an associate professor at University Saints Malaysia, as well as our good friend, Dr. Azim, who is one of the eminent fitness trainer in the world. So I hope this conference would be very informative and useful to the field of physical education profession, as well as for all the coaches and research scholars. I hope both sections would be fruitful and informative. Moreover, we have 5 eminent persons are with us. As I told you earlier, Pratap Singh Tiwari, Professor Pratap Singh Tiwari. I met him in 2010 itself. At that time, he told me, at that time, I was a lecturer of, I was an assistant professor of Annamalai University. When we conducted a NAPAS meeting at Bangalore, I hope. At that time itself, I have noticed him, who was an outstanding administrator apart from education. Sir, we are very grateful your valuable presence with us. And L.R. Vaidyanathan, Professor L.R. Vaidyanathan, you know, Karnataka State constituted one commission. The name of the commission was Vaidyanathan Commission. Because of that commission only, physical education as implement physical teachers are appointed in Karnataka for all the schools and colleges because of that commission only. Sir, we are grateful for your great presence with us. And our former principal in charge, Principal Patros Mathai sir, in Kerala is very, you can ask to anybody for physical education, they will say only one name, Patros Mathai, who was a very outstanding sports person. And moreover, he was the director of Kerala University more than 2 decades, I think. Before joining as a principal of Ymca College in 1975, June, who was a faculty member of LNIP. Patros sir came from LNIP to Ymca College as a principal. After a short while, he went back to LNIP. I think from 75 to 79 was worked as a lecturer at LNIP. In 79 only, he left LNIP and joined Kerala University, an agriculture university as a director, I think. After that, he promoted as a director of Kerala University. At last, he promoted as a dean of physical education of Kerala University. Sir, so grateful your valuable presence with us. The Reddy sir, no need to explain about Reddy sir, who explained each and everything about Ymca College since 1920. Sir, we are so grateful, sir. You explained each and everything, each incident, what happened Ymca College between 1920 and 1975. Who was a faculty of Ymca College from 16 itself, 1960 itself, 64, I think. So, no words, sir. Thank you so much. I think during this midnight, I think you are, I don't know what is your time at Canada. You spent that much time with us. We're so proud and so proud, sir. Your valuable presence with us and your words. Because of you, we learned many things about Ymca. Me, as a principal, I couldn't have that much idea. I don't have that much idea. Because of you, I learned many things. I heard many things about Ymca College. Thank you so much, sir. And our Gurudeep Singh, sir, you know very well, for more than 2 decades, he is the secretary of AAU. So I know him very well. He's a very outstanding person in the field of sport administration of India. Without his presence, we couldn't conduct any inter-university program between 1985 and 1990, from my knowledge. When I was participated in inter-university between 1988 to 1992, I could see his face. His face is very familiar to all the athletes. Thank you so much, sir, Gurudeep Singh, sir, for your valuable presence with us. I am taking this opportunity to appreciate the organizing secretaries, Dr. Samuel J. Suzas and Dr. J. James, for their tireless work and effort to make this conference in action. Sorry. Before concluding, once again, I welcome all the dignitaries and delegates to this international virtual conference. Thank you. God bless you.
So, thank you very much, sir. Here, Felix Sarakraj, good morning to you all. So, my humble duty today has given to me to introduce today's resource person, who's going to give a meaning to today's topic of this conference, Dr. Gary Cohn. Associate Professor Gary Cohn is a lecturer at the Exercise and Sports Science Program, School of Health Sciences, University Saints, Malaysia, and a research fellow at the Department of Life Sciences, Brunel University, London, United Kingdom. Currently, Dr. Gary is the Secretary General of the Asian South Pacific Association of Sports Psychology, the Secretary General of Malaysian Sports Psychology Association, Executive Board Member of the Asian Council of Sports Science, and the Scientific Committee of the World Exercise Medicine since 2019. Dr. Gary was appointed as the chair of the International Network of the Young Scientist Network, Academy of Science, Malaysia, and the Sports Psychology panelist for the National Coaching Academy of Malaysia. Gary has published over 130 scholarly manuscripts with over 70 high-impact ISI journals, and served as an editor and reviewer of numerous international journals. His research had won numerous awards internationally. Dr. Gary is the recipient of the 2021 International Society of Sports Psychology Developing Scholar Award, the 2020 IFPEFFSSA International Eminent Educator Award, Young Research Award at the 27th International Congress of Applied Psychology. His credential goes page by page. I do not waste more time, and for the benefit of the participant and the other fellow panelists, I would invite Dr. Gary Cohn to carry over the session. Dr. Gary.
Hi, everyone. Hi, thank you, Chair, for the introduction. Can I share my slide? Yep. Okay. So, Shaprahat to everyone, YMCA College of the Physical Educations, the chief guest, Professor Prat Singh Tiwari, and also the guest of honors, of course, Prof. Pastros, Prof. Vidnathan, and Dr. Ramachandran, Dr. Gurudeep Singh, and of course, the principal, Dr. Josh Abraham, a good friend, right? So, today I'll be discussing an interesting topic, which known as brain breaks, the new norms for enhancing physical activity. Let me share my slide first. Okay. Yeah, can you see? Brilliant. So I'm come from Malaysia. So University Science Malaysia, whereby my specialization is sports psychology, physical activity, and also using neuropsychophysiology and music therapy. So I'd like to bring you greetings very quickly from the ASPAS Managing Council. So hopefully new bloods will like to join us and also to be our executive member as well. Also to bring you greetings from the Malaysia Sports Psychology Associations. Hi from everyone, and also I'd like to give you a free books and free ebooks, which is titled Essential of Exercise and Sports Psychology, an open textbook by Zachary Zenko and Leighton Johns as well. We wrote chapters on this with the title of Music in Sports, from conceptual underpinning to application. So you can download this book for free. We have all the chapters inside on sports and exercise psychology. Well, also lastly, just want to share with you the sports and health research notes. We have over 30 editorial boards and from 40 editorial boards here from 30 countries, on the sports and health research notes. So we are trying to get index from my sites and also Scopus Index. So if you like to publish for free, do send to the sports and health research notes. Let me start my presentation with just a very quick video on the scenario of brain breaks.
The recent COVID-19 pandemic has struck the world unpredictably and
affected our very lives.
Dan untuk itu kerajaan memutuskan untuk melaksanakan perintah kawalan pergerakan.
Do you miss the sunlight, the natural sound of birds chirping, and the cool breeze of fresh air from your morning jog? HubSpot has come up with an interactive, online, web-based videos developed with the sole purpose to help revitalize behavior and promote engagement in physical activities. With collaborators from more than 50 countries and regions, the videos are available online for free to be streamed or downloaded. You could watch and follow the movements in the video from more than 500 videos created from brain breakers from all over the world. Give your brain a break. Brain breaks, an innovative way of teaching physical activities during the MCO.
Okay, so today I'll be introducing a little bit on brain break, on how we were able to use brain breaks in whatever countries, in whatever situation, and even though you are quarantined in a hotel or any place, you were also able to use brain breaks. Okay, so to introduce, due to this lockdown and home confinement from the COVID-19 pandemic, so many places are closed, big events are closed, beach closed. We could not go out for physical activity and to do sports. Even just recently, the Olympics was held quite virtually, whereby a lot of very limited audience are there, mostly virtually. We are just looking at the TVs and just to support our country on the Olympics, right? So even for gym, most of the gym are closed as well, depends on the country and situation. So like for Malaysia, if you want to exercise, you have to abide with the standard operating procedure. You have to have social distancing, and every time you do any exercise workout, you have to sanitize your equipment as well so that it's ready and it's clean for the next user. What I'd like to say that depression is actually on the rise worldwide, unfortunately. So we did a study on the 11 country, multi-country comparisons. What we found is that the mental health among adults during this COVID-19 pandemic lockdown has been increasingly, meaning depression is on the rise. Depression is on the rise, mental health is on the rise. Okay. However, another interesting comparisons that we found is physical activity are reducing on these 11 countries, which over 12,000 of data, what we found is that physical activity are reducing during this lockdown. So we need to do something that we're able to contribute back to the communities and to help them to exercise again. Unfortunately, due to this COVID-19 and physical activity, it has caused a reduce in the level of physical activities. It increased in unhealthy eating habits all around many countries, almost every country, and it increased in sitting and screen times, whereby sedentary lifestyles has been promoted, whereby physical inactivity actually worsens the chronic diseases, increase the cardiovascular risk factors, increase mortalities and mortalities which are related to COVID-19. Well, by performing moderate to high intensity physical activity, it will actually bring you to a benefit effects, whereby it improves your immune system, improve your cardiovascular and respiratory functions, reduce the risk of chronic disease, and most importantly, it lowers the level of anxiety, depressions, perceived stress as well. So we need to promote people to exercise more, especially during this COVID-19 pandemic. Well, according to the World Health Organization, just now we mentioned as well, World Health Organization just signed an MOU with the International Olympic Councils talking about how to promote more physical activity. They also lay out 5 things that you need to do during this COVID-19 outbreak. First is to exercise, online class, dance with music, play active video games. So video games, you cannot just sit down. You need to move around to be active as well. 4th, try skipping ropes. And 5th, do some muscle strengthening and balance training. So if you are staying at home, please do physical activity more. Don't sit at home, just sitting, do computer and stuff. You need to stand up and move around. Okay. So the outdoor physical activity, of course, it depends on different countries. We have different rules, different standard operating procedure. However, most importantly, try to avoid loud crowds, large gatherings, try to practice at least physical distancing, which 1 meter apart, and try to avoid unnecessary touching and have adequate hand hygiene. This means if we are exercise outdoor, always remember, try to avoid any large gathering. We want to have good standard operating procedure and to protect yourself and from others as well. Okay, so according to the Global Community Health Foundation, so we have over 200 scholars from the GCH, Global Community Health Foundations, whereby they talk about what is the best practice or best global perspective to promote physical education and health. However, we found that all countries indicated child obesity is a problem. Whichever countries you go, this is a problem that is increasing. All countries are looking for a change. They need a change in physical education. We try to set many goals. We have different countries' policy implemented, but not many countries successfully implemented. Well, they tried a multidisciplinary approach. We try to integrate, connect with other subjects by imparting on more physical educations and physical activity into their studies. However, it doesn't work, right? So we need a models that will able to work. It's with fun. People like to enjoy physical activities, and even for teachers to implement physical activity, it should be fun and engaging. Okay, so, and that's why another one by the Finland's Minister of Education and Culture, Sanni Graham, believed that physical activity contributes to a child's happiness. So you conduct physical activity, you are more happy, and promotes learning by developing a child's personal ability to interact socially. So when children able to exercise together, they not just able to develop their mental skill, they develop interaction skill, interconnectively social skill, and it is also healthy for them. So very important that we try to improve physical activities among children, not just adults. And that's why because of most countries' education system prioritize educations or academic achievements over physical development, the child and adolescents actually engage in lower levels of physical activity. As we go further, and in fact with this lockdown, the significance of lower physical activity has been very high. So we need to promote more people to exercise, to improve their immune system, to go move further so that we were able to fight this COVID. Okay, so that's why we come out with the program that is more engaging, as well it promotes arts, language, music, and culture. Okay, so wherever you are, in a room, in a hotel room, in a hall, you will able to use brain breaks as well. Well, what is this innovations about? So it challenges orthodox whereby exercise must be conducted outdoor. It actually able to conduct indoor as well. As long you have a phone, you have a computer, you were able to use these brain breaks. Well, we leverage on the resources whereby only internet connections or no charges needed. So whenever you are, you can just log into brain breaks, you were able to use brain breaks. We also harness trends whereby it's suitable not just for children, it's suitable for adults, for older elderly people, and also is recently we conduct study on the type 2 diabetes and hypertension patients, and it is also suitable for them. We have specific brain breaks for NCD as well. And finally, it understands the needs of the current situations whereby new contents are created every month, and we try to motivate people to use more on the content, and it is more cultural specific as well, whereby any countries, you can just use different brain breaks according to your cultural needs. Okay, so let me quickly introduce brain breaks. So there's over 500 videos you were able to select. So Brain Breaks is an interactive online web-based physical activity videos developed to help revitalize student behavior by moving and engaging with their cognitively and also in the context of promotions of health. So our main objective is trying to engage people, and by doing brain breaks, you were able to recharge your brain, ready for more learning, engage in more learning activities, working style, able to reduce BMI, reduce absences as well, and also have a behavior referrals and empower individuals to make more healthy lifestyle choices. So during the brain breaks, we also introduce some of the lifestyle choices like eating more healthily, cleanliness as well, so that children and adults were able to use brain break as a resource to enhance their knowledge on better health, holistic health. So as I mentioned before, we have 54 countries so far participated in these content creations of the brain breaks. All of the contents are more towards a simple, repeatable, with engaging students to moderate to vigorous physical activity level. Okay, so these are the 500 internationally created brain breaks. You can download any one. For example, you want for swimmers, that's fine. You were able to find swimming brain breaks. If you want more on playing hockey, that's also hockey brain breaks as well, that you were able to use it anywhere, anytime. So this program is actually in partnership with the Global Community Health as well the United Nations 17 SDG. So Sustainable Developmental Goals, whereby we promote more on the number 3 and number 4, which is the good health and well-being, and also the quality educations. So in Malaysia, we did all this study actually received the Human Research Ethics Committee approvals, and then we also get grants from the universities and also the exercise and medicines grants. So we conduct the study during the mobility control order in Malaysia. So it's only from 19th of March to the 1st of November last year, and we have 4,000 new registered student, which student have 1,622 students completed the study. So all the brain breaks is actually from the moderates to high vigorous physical activity. So if you want to do these brain breaks, you just need to fill in the pre-test questionnaire, and then you can register yourself at the brainbreaks.com. It is free, as I mentioned many times. So it's free. So from there, you were able to ask your participants to, or your student or your client to select any activities that is more suitable for them. So you have kids, you can select more fun, engaging kids brain breaks, or you want for adults or NCDs, we also have brain breaks that is able to cater to their needs as well. So we give them 1 to 3 times per week with 30 minutes, which lasted for 16 weeks. There's many different activities whereby you can find like Silat, Malaysia's martial arts, Italian hip hops, even Wushu from China, Taekwondo from Korea, then dance also like break dance, etc. Okay, so the students were able to follow on the video frequently and then able to help them to exercise more. So every week we will change a new videos, a new set of videos, 5 videos for them that they were able to select and to do the brain breaks as well. So this is like a roller coaster game. So we just ask them to play. It's more towards balancing as well. We can see from kids from 4 years old all the way to 12 years old, they will still able to do the brain breaks. Balancing, jumping. In the school, this is before the lockdown. So most importantly is that it should be easy and also easy for the teachers to use it as well. So we just do this in Shanghai. Okay, so what is this special about these brain breaks? Basically, we do have 11 publications whereby we generate new contents coming out every month as well. So you can download brain breaks anytime and then to change a new videos every time as well. So the study is actually published at the British Journal of Sports Medicine, which has an impact of 11.645, whereby we talks about the bright spot physical activity investment that works, implementing brain breaks in the Malaysian primary school. We also published over another 10 papers working with type 2 diabetes mellitus patients, hypertension patients, school children, university students, working on their motive to physical activities and also cognition as well. So there's the student. And recently this year, we just published 2 weeks ago on the implementations of brain breaks on Chinese school, as well as another one from Singapore's school setting as well. So we also received a gold medal for the innovation of using brain breaks, especially for kids during this mobility control order in Malaysia. So we have students who facilitated the program. They also feel that it's easy and it's easy to use and able to use the program as well. So there's some testimony from the student from our my university, whereby they use brain breaks to other students as well. So we hope that you can also use brain breaks. There's of course the letter of endorsement from different organizations in Malaysia, as well as the global community health. So you can also use brain breaks for disabled or special kids as well. So we use it before the lockdown, and it also works for the special kids for enhancing their learning and cognitive. So finally, to conclude, I think the brain breaks is a well used and also it's very easy to use, whereby it can be recommended throughout Malaysians from young to old adults, and it provides a holistic approach to improve the quality of life as well as physical activity level, especially during this lockdown period in Malaysia. So we suggest that even if you are interested, can contact me so that we were able to use brain breaks to enhance physical activity in different area or your school and also in your university as well. Well, before I end, so that's 1,440 minutes in a day. Why not? We just need to schedule 20 to 30 minutes of them for physical activities by making physical activity a part of your life. Okay, so let's go back to the basics. Because of this lockdown, there's pros and cons, whereby we see many people's loved one pass away, our friends not feeling healthy. So let's go back to basic. Let's promote exercise to them. Let's increase physical activity and exercise and to help them overcome mental health during this lockdown as well. So that's all. But before I end, I'd like to bring you just a quote by Joel Backers. He said that visions without action is merely a dream. Action without vision just passes the time. So if you have a vision, you don't do anything, it's just a dream. But you want to do many things, you just action and action, but you do not have an directions. You are just passing time, you're just doing things. What we want is visions together with actions. Collaborations, we were able to change the world. And we hope with this quote, we were able to work together and also to promote more physical activity. Thank you again, YMCA India. Thank you, Dr. Josh Abraham. And also like to acknowledge my student from USM. They work really, really hard for in research and also keep on getting grants and also publication as well, so that we were able to generate good work from our studies. So finally, I also like to acknowledge my teachers or guru, Professor Costas Karageorgis, Professor Peter Terry, Professor Tony Morris, and also Professor Jolly Roy, who have helped me throughout my journey as a researcher and still going as a researcher as well. So with that, I'd like to end my presentation with a thank you. Dhanyavad. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much, sir, for giving us very wonderful presentation. Sir, now we move on to the question and section.
Sure.
Question raised by the participant. How effective brain breaks activity can be done during this pandemic situation among school children?
Yeah. Okay. In fact, as I mentioned in our studies, that a lot of school children physical activity classes has been cancelled. So there's no physical education classes during the lockdown. So children keep on having online study only, and that makes them really stressed. So by implementing brain breaks, and it's easy for the kids and teachers to use it, we were able to promote to more people able to use brain breaks to help them, not just physical activity, but also mentally. So by exercising is also important. Thank you.
Yeah, sir. Yeah, thank you, sir. Thank you. Second question. What are the important preventive measures during this pandemic situation while doing the exercise, basic physical exercise?
Yeah, preventive measure. I think
Yeah.
the most important thing we always advise children's adult, when you do any exercise, always remember you have a space that you were able to avoid any injury, like knocking in a table or anything. So just needs a space, a good space, and also remember to drink a lot of water, because during this pandemic, many people forget just simple things and they get dehydrated. We also have athletes get dehydrated, whereby we need to help them as well. And always remember during your home lockdown, drink a lot more water often, and get space that you were able to exercise, and also eat nutritionally as well. So eat healthily as well before exercise and after.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Yeah. Thank you, sir. Here we highlighted about that new norms for enhancing physical activity, especially in the COVID pandemic situation. It was a very informative and wonderful session, sir, and eye-opening for all participants in this conference. On behalf of YMCA College Management, Correspondent Secretary, Principal, Organizing Secretary, and staffs and students, we appreciate your valid presentation. To honor you, please aspect our e-certificate, which is displayed visually on the screen now. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Mubin, sir. Next, we will move to the second technical session. I'm Dr. Komala, Assistant Professor. It is a great pleasure for me to introduce our second session resource person.
Your voice is not that much audible.
Now, sir, is it audible?
If possible, can you remove the headset? Try to remove. Then.
So, is it clear now?
Yeah, I think.
Is it clear now?
Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah, fine. I'm Dr. Komala, Assistant Professor. It is a great pleasure for me to introduce our second session resource person, such a great personality with us today, who's none other than Dr. Kaukab Azim, Assistant Professor in Physical Education Department at King Fahd University of Petroleum and Minerals, Bahrain, Saudi Arabia. He's going to talk to us about a recent trends in health and lifestyle management. Ladies and gentlemen, let me say a few words about Dr. Kaukab Azim. He's currently working as a faculty, Physical Education Department at King Fahd University of Petroleum and Minerals, Saudi Arabia. And his strong expertise in lecturing fitness, health, education, nutrition, sports activities, strength and conditioning. He had produced outstanding bodybuilders of national and international reputation, and trained many top sportsmen as a fitness coach. And he had won gold medal in International Strength Lifting Championship at Kingdom Bahrain in 2015. And he was a former World Champion Strength Lifting Championship at Kingdom of Bahrain in 2015. He was a manager of Indian bodybuilder team, participated in the World Championship at Baku, Azerbaijan 2010. He received Best Research Paper Award at International Conference of Sports Medicine and Fitness in 2015, Chicago, USA. And Kaukab Azim received the Best Teacher Award in 2015 at King Fahd University of Petroleum and Minerals, where he works presently. He has received award by the directors of Board of International Science, Culture and Sports Association, Turkey in 2017. He also received the highest international award from IFPEFSSA Award in 2019 at World Congress on Sports Science and Sports Medicine, Manama, Kingdom of Bahrain. He also invited around the globe as a speaker in international conferences, Congress and had delivered 35 presentations. He had also attended pre-Olympic Congress at China in 2008 and London in 2012. He had visited more than 45 countries around the globe. He had published more than 90 research papers in various international reputed journals and international conference proceedings. And he also published 2 books, and the 2 books are in pipeline. He was involved in 10 funded projects at the same university where he is working presently, and he is a member of the editorial board of more than 30 international journals. And he is currently the vice president of World Strength Lifting Federation and president of Asian Strength Lifting Federation and president of International Federation for Fitness, Health, Education, Physical Education, and Iron Game. He is a chief and editor, International Journal of Fitness, Health, Physical Education, and Iron Game. And he is a guest editor for American Journal of Sports Science, USA, and also scientific advisor for Foundation for Global Community Health, USA. He is a visiting professor for Ministry of Education and Culture, Faculty of Sports Science, Ymca, Indonesia in 2020-21. We have such a great personality with us today. Once again, I proudly welcome our second session resource person, Dr. Kauka Pasim. Sir, please, here the section over to you. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. J. Kumula, for elaborated introduction. Good morning to everybody. Respected chief guests of this international conference, Professor Pratap Singh Tiwari ji, guest of honors of this event, Professor Patros P. Mathai ji, Professor L.R. Vaidyanathan ji, Dr. B. Ramchandra Reddy ji, Dr. Gurudeep Singh ji, the earlier resource person, Dr. Gary Cohn, and I like to congratulate him for his wonderful presentation. Organizing committee, a dynamic personality, Dr. George Ibrahim, the principal and convener of this STEAM conference. Organizing secretaries, Dr. J. Samuel, Dr. J. James, eminent members, dear friends and delegates. I take an immense pleasure and proud to be part of this STEAM conference. Today, I'm going to talk about on the recent trends on health and lifestyle management. As we know, we are facing a lot of problems due to our health and deterioration in our health. A lot of research has been done, and still we are searching for many things to address and to keep ourselves fit. So let me share my PowerPoint. Can you see my?
Yes, sir, it's visible.
The summary line is here: health goals, the health continuum, other aspects of wellness, dimensions of diversity, obesity, facts and figures, lifestyle and wellness, benefits of physical activity, American Heart Association planned exercise program, which is very important, and take home the big message. Health is wealth. If health is lost, everything is lost. We can buy everything in the world. Can we buy our health? So for health, no compromise. And what we have to do for health, keep quality of life, proper diet, exercise, and lifestyle management. These three things are very important to maintain health. In all ages, maybe you're young, middle age, or old age. The health goal, health means the state of being free from illness or injury. Health refers to overall conditions of a person's body or mind to the presence of or absence of illness or injury. You're free from all illness. You're not taking any tablets or capsules. Health differs based on factors beyond your control, such as genes, age, and family history. Wellness refers to optimal health and vitality. Moreover, it is determined by the decision you make about the way you live. The dimensions of wellness, they are physical wellness, interpersonal social wellness, emotional wellness, environmental wellness, spiritual wellness, intellectual wellness. The process of achieving wellness is constant and dynamic, involving change and growth. And you can see very clear here, the health continuum. In between, you can see the normal health. And if you are inactive, you'll see that you're going towards illness, death, and you get many problems. But if you're active, you can see that you will move towards good health, high level of wellness. A continuum exists between optimal health and death. Disease exists between these opposite ends of the spectrum. Other aspects of wellness, which is very important, occupational and financial wellness. Most experts feel that these are also important dimensions of wellness. Occupational wellness refers to the level of happiness and fulfillment you gain through your work. Financial wellness refers to your ability to live within your means and to manage your money. So earn money with pleasure, not with sorrow. Whatever you are doing, you should enjoy and enjoy your work, and you should not take stress. New opportunities for taking charge. In the year 1900, infectious diseases caused majority of deaths. Life expectancy was 47 years. Since 1900, present life expectancy has doubled. In 2008, average is 77.8 years due to the development of vaccines and antibiotics. This gives rise to the emergence of new major health threats like heart disease, certain types of cancer, chronic lower respiratory diseases. I'm keeping facts in front of you. The worldwide obesity has nearly tripled since the year 1975. In the year 2016, more than 1.9 billion adults 18 years and older were overweight. Of these, over 650 million were obese. Dear friends, obesity is the door of many diseases, and it is the starting stage for all the diseases. When the body composition is changed, that means you are prone for many diseases. 39% of adults aged 18 years and overweight in the year 2016 and 13% were obese. Most of the world's population live in countries where overweight and obesity kills more people than overweight. 39 million children, I give you a concentration here. 39 million children under the age of 5 were overweight or obese in 2020. Why this? Because due to the screen time. Before, parents used to encourage the children to involve in any physical activity. They should encourage to go outside to play. But nowadays, children are playing on their mobile phones, laptops, tabs, and other screen time. So we have to reduce the screen time of these children. Over 340 million children and adolescents aged 5 to 19 were overweight or obese in the year 2016. Obesity is preventable and reversible. Cardiovascular disease, #1 cause of death globally. More people die annually from cardiovascular than any other causes. And estimated 17.5 million people died from cardiovascular diseases, according to the World Health Organization in the year 2016. It was again reviewed in the year 2016. In 2012, and estimated deaths due to diabetes were 1.5 million and 2.2 million deaths were attributable to high blood glucose. If you're inactive and you're not taking proper diet, you will face these problems. Tobacco kills around 6 million people every year, according to World Health Organization in the year 2016. Dear friends, USA is having the highest rate of obesity because due to their food habits. And Japan is the lowest in the obesity rate because they are so much active and also they take a lot of warm water in the empty stomach and also after their meals. So they are the lowest in the world in the obesity rate. The dimensions of diversity, wellness issues for diverse populations. Wellness-related difference among groups can be described along several dimensions, including the following: gender, race and ethnicity, income, and education. Behaviors that contribute to wellness. Be physical active, choose a healthy diet, and also one point, the diet which is friendly for you. Some diet is not friendly and maybe you get some negative impact on the body. So you have to choose which is friendly foods, friendly vegetables, friendly diet for you. Maintain a healthy body weight. Every month you have to check your body weight, because prevention is better than cure. Maybe you are checking after 6 months, 9 months, you saw that you are 10 kgs up. It's very difficult for you to lose. So you have to check every month. And if your weight is increasing, maybe little, 1 kg, you have to change in your diet. You have to do a lot of physical activity. Manage stress effectively. Because sometimes we are driving the car and somebody comes in between and you are shouting on him. You will lose your concentration and also maybe you're abusing him for a minute, but it has an impact until 24 hours on the body. So you have to cope up the stress in a nice way. Like, for example, I'll give you why Tendulkar is one of the best batsmen in the world. When some teams, like I can say Australia, when they instigate him, they abuse him, he never retaliates him. he just focused on his job and he cope up the stress in a nice way with giving the answer with a very good tool. So you have to cope up your stress in a nice way and you can come out with the flying colors. Avoid tobacco, drug use, and limit alcohol consumption. What I can say, because in Saudi Arabia, we don't have this concept alcohol, but students and many people, they take soft drinks. Alcohol and soft drinks, I can say both are nearly same, because with taking a lot of soft drinks, students are overweight and obese. When we just ask our students to just stop the soft drinks, they lost within 2 months, 3 months, they lost 12 kgs. They take a lot of soft drinks. So soft drinks is also bad for the health. Lot of side effects of this soft drinks. Take fresh juice, natural, take natural. Protect yourself from disease and injuries. Take other steps towards wellness. Develop meaningful relationships. Plan a successful aging. Learn about the healthcare system. Act responsibly towards the environment. About the health care system, where we are here in Saudi Arabia, it is one of the best, which is in the top 26 countries in the world, and they are having a gorgeous, fascinating facilities about the health care system. In this pandemic, they have helped to a lot. Maybe you are a national or you are a not national, but all in the government hospitals, private hospitals, they have given, anybody got COVID, it was treated free in the private hospitals or government hospitals. And they have given one golden card for 6 months. You can go anywhere in the Saudi Arabia and for free. So that's why now they have controlled a lot in Saudi Arabia. Now it is less than 1,000. And it's like nothing. It's everybody is like moving free here and without any threat. And these are the reviews I'm giving to you. Parents plays an important role. I was searching about the teachers, but a lot of research has been done, and they said that parents are very important. Parents plays an important role in lifestyle disease treatment and prevention, as they have direct influence on the child's diet and physical activity habits. Epstein and et al. In the year 2007. Parental engagement is an important component in lifestyle behavior change interventions for children, as parents are uniquely positioned to establish a healthy environment and model healthy eating and physical activity habits for the children. In the year 2017. Parents are in a unique position to model health, lifestyle behaviors and establish a healthy environment for children with nutritious food options, proper portion sizes, and opportunities for physical activity, and et al. In the year 2009. In fact, evidence suggests it is possible to improve child's weight status by solely targeting the lifestyle behavior of parents, Golan and et al. In the year 2006. Unhealthy lifestyle among young people are seriously related to incapacity and health problems in adulthood. Emery and et al. In the year 2019. This is the recent reference I'm giving to you. Studying at colleges is a period in which students increasingly make independent decisions about their lifestyle and health performance. E.L. Ansari and et al. In the year 2011. The lifestyle and individuals is affected by various factors such as gender, family structure, place of residence, and socio-economic conditions. Wahidi and et al. In the year 2017. Dear friends, always once we come back from our university, college, from our work. What we do, we are tired and we're just sitting for long hours on our chair and watching television, our mobile WhatsApp disease, always on the WhatsApp, like we are getting something, maybe million of message or something like that. Nothing like that. We are wasting our time. We are costing our lower back. We are just costing our neck and eyes. So more time if you're on watching TV, increase risk of obesity and diabetes. It will affect on your heart. So dear friends, when you're sitting for 30 minutes, just get up and walk in between, stretch yourself, move. Don't sit like a stone at one place. Move yourself. Cigarette smoking increase the risk of lung cancer. Whenever you are going with your family, please don't smoke. Just think about your loved ones, because the passive smoker, they will become a passive smoker, and it affects on more than you, it will affect on your wife, on your children. So, which is very, very important. Small things, many people knows about it, but they are doing this. So please stop that. Smoking in the classrooms. Sometimes we sit with our friends. Staff rooms, especially in the staff rooms. Please go outside and smoke outside. No, never. Oh, he's my close friend, I can smoke. No. You want to kill him? Lifestyle and wellness. The omission of fruits and vegetables makes the body more prone to deficiencies and plethora of diseases. Disease caused by vitamin and mineral deficiencies. Some of the disease caused by vitamin deficiencies, cardiovascular problems, digestive problems, cancer, metabolic disorders, vision problems, and depression. So you have to take with 4 fruits with different colors in a day. Maintain lifestyle modification, weight control. Sometimes I'm pre-diabetic, I have to take my tablets. Whenever nowadays you go to a doctor, he said, no, stop tablets. Lifestyle modification is very, very important. The new research says that if you lose 5 kgs, you can reverse your problems like pre-diabetes and blood pressure. But old concepts, myths, no, once you get blood pressure, until you die, you have to take your tablets. No. Many students, many people, our colleagues here, they have done a fantastic job and they are without tablets now with lifestyle modifications, changes in the diet. They stop taking more carbohydrate and sweets, and they're taking a lot of low glycemic foods, more physical activity, and they are, mashallah, they are now maintaining good health. Diet, sodium reduction and emphasis on increased consumption of fresh fruits, vegetables, and low-fat dairy products. Benefits of physical activity. Increases endurance, strength, and flexibility, healthier muscles, bones, and joints, increase energy calorie expenditure, improve body composition, more energy, improved ability to cope with stress, improved mood, greater self-esteem, and a greater sense of well-being, improved ability to fall asleep and sleep well, sound sleep for at least 6 to 7 hours, 8 hours. And switch off your mobile phone when you are in the night. If you don't sleep properly, it will affect on the next day. Reduce risk of dying early by diseases like diabetes and heart problems. reduce risk of developing and dying from heart diseases, diabetes, hypertension, and colon cancer, reduce the risk of becoming obese, reduce anxiety, tension, and depression, reduce risk of falls and fractures, reduce spending for healthcare system. Just reduce it. If you're physical active, you will save this money. Examine your current health habits. Choose a target behavior and isolated behavior selected as the object for a behavior change program. Obtain information and gain knowledge about your target behavior. Find out, cite, help if needed. You can talk to your knowledgeable friends and doctor, or you can take a professional advice for your health. Building motivation to change. Examine the pros and cons of change. To see the both sides. What is advantage and what is disadvantages. Boost self-efficacy and belief in one's ability to take action. Locus of control, internal versus external. Visualization and self-talk. Role models. Always just you can see on your internet, you can just see what your role models are doing. Identify and overcome key barriers to change. And have fun. Also teach your children, friends, and students to fun is very important. And just if you ask your student, okay, do this exercise, he will not. But when you involve exercise with fun, he will enjoy. He will come every day and change the exercise, not at the same like see. If you change exercise, it should be something new for him every time, so that it will boost his interest and he will have fun, and also he will do some different activities. Enhancing and readiness to change. The stages of change are, we can see pre-contemplation, contemplation, preparation, action, maintenance, and termination. And health training, which I can do for all of you. You can take 2 fingers and you can test in your lower abdomen. Pinch test. This is called pinch test. If it's more than 1 phalanx, that means you are obese. So these are different mode of training, like body mass index. You know how to do it. Weight in kgs divided by height in meters square. Your wazan, for example, your weight is 100 kgs divided by your height 1.70 times 1.70. So if you are less than 18.5, you're underweight. 18.6 to 24.9, you are normal. If you're 25 to 29.9, you are weight. If you are 30 plus, you're obese. And in obese also, you have grade 1, grade 2. And if you're more than 40, that means you're morbid obese. Then we have waist-hip ratio. And this is latest equipments like in-body. Just you can give your thumb impression on that. It will give you a clear picture where the fat is deposited. On your left side of the body, right side of the body, upper body, lower limbs, upper limbs, it gives you a clear picture. From that, you can make your design of your program. Waist circumference and BMI together, the risk of type 2 diabetes, hypertension, and cardiovascular disease is high, according to Renee J. Rogers in the year 2019. If you are having a bigger waist circumference, State Bank of India, whatever you eat, it will deposit in your waist. And if you have a big waist circumference, that means in future, I'm not threatening anybody, maybe you will be prone for big diseases. Then you can see here waist circumference and applications. Check your waistline. If it is more than 43.5 inches, that means 47 inches, that means it is very high, and 39.5 and above, you are prone for diabetes and cardiovascular problems. So be careful, reduce your waist circumference, do some exercises. And you can see here the waist and hip ratio. If it's 1.0 and higher, you are at high risk. So you can online, you can do it. These are, give your concentration, these are the health tips, very important. Adequate sleep, at least 7 hours sleep night. Inadequate sleep increases your risk of getting sick. Eating more whole plant foods like fruits, vegetables, legumes, seeds. It contains antioxidants, like you can take blueberries, red berries. It's very good, very important. Vitamin C, it's a natural fat burner, vitamin C. You can take fiber, which lowers and of getting sick. Eating more healthy fats like olive oil, olives, omega-3 fatty acids, which are highly anti-inflammatory. Eating more probiotic supplements and fermented foods may boost your immune system by helping in identify and target harmful pathogens. But taking any supplement, you have to take the advice from a nutritionist or a doctor. Limit added sugars. Lowering sugar intake may increase inflammation and risk of developing obesity and heart disease. Regular exercise like jogging, biking, walking can reduce inflammation and promote health turnover immune cells. Proper hydration. Dehydration can make you more susceptible to illness. So make sure to drink plenty of water each day, just not at one time. You have to take from morning to evening. You have to clean your system. You have to take minimum 8 to 10 glasses, and it depends on the environment also. Avoid stress by doing meditation. Yoga can keep your immune system functioning properly. Supplement wisely. Some supplements may strengthen body's immune system like vitamin C, vitamin D, zinc, elderberry, garlic. Make sure you purchase products tested by third party. Give your concentration. So very, very important. Again, I'm summarizing here. Salt, sugar, and oil is the enemy of the human body. Is the enemy of the human body. You have to take with minimum. Should not take over, otherwise it will affect side effects. If you exceed more than 1,500 milligram daily level of sodium, it's likely to contribute to elevated blood pressure. The effects of added sugar intake, high blood pressure, inflammation, weight gain, diabetes, and fatty liver disease are all linked to an increased risk for heart and attack and stroke. But salt, you can take pink salt. It's very good for health, but you should not continue for long months, long years. It's very good pink salt. If somebody is having the blood pressure, you can take for 1 month and then you can change. But pink salt is very good because it's having a lot of minerals. Oil foods, some of the healthier cooking oils that can withstand higher cooking temperatures, including olive oil, avocado oil, coconut oil, sesame oil, and safflower oil. Plus, they contain various unsaturated fatty acids, antioxidants, and other compounds that may offer health benefits. So don't take any other, because I don't want to brand that. It shows that I'm branding something. So take olive oil, which is the best one. Don't take sugar, just limit it 2 spoons. And take, if you're having high blood pressure or diabetes, control yourself with pink salt, and you can take advice from the nutritionist also, but don't continue it for a long time. Heart is, which is important. I hope all of you have your heart on the right side or left side, I don't know. Heart is very important. If your heart is strong, your total body is strong. If your heart is weak, your total body is weak. So you make your heart efficient and strong so that your total body is strong, And for heart, what you have to do? You have to do exercise. Exercise like aerobics. You can do a lot of from low intensity, medium intensity, and high intensity. Just do it. So, according to American Heart Association, they have given you for overall cardiovascular health, they have given this prescription at least 30 minutes. My friend also, he was talking about Professor Gary Cohn, the last eminent speaker, the benefits of exercise, lower level of anxiety and stress. He was talking about brain break intervention activities 1 to 3 times per week, 30 minutes for 16 weeks. You can see the model is nearly same. What he was talking about, it was nearly 30 minutes and weekly 5 days and 150 minutes and 25 minutes vigorous and 3 days a week and 75 minutes. For high intensity, you can do 2 days. That is called HIIT principle. Then these are the recent trends according to ACSM, American College of Sports Medicine, online training, wearable technology, body weight training. This is all school training, old concept. You will do exercise with your own, because in this pandemic situation, a lot of people, the gyms are closed and they have started doing the exercises with their own body weight, like push-ups, ground dips. They can do planks, they can do leg raises, they can do ground dips, they can do wall push-ups, they can do one-leg raises, they can do hops. You can do with your body weight, you can do close grip push-ups, hard dips. With your own body weight, you can do a lot of exercises. Outdoor activities, like our friend Professor Gary said, you should not have a contact so that you can do outdoor activities without any contact with your colleagues, with your friends. High intensity training, virtual training. Exercise is a medicine. Training with free weights. And here you can see this prepared by myself, and it's working like fascinating for my students. And they started, because they are beginners, we started with low intensity and reached week 7 high intensity exercise. So this program I have given to a lot of students, maybe more than 4,000, 5,000 students. Every student we give, every semester we used to give them to just practice. And in the last, they give us the results. So week 1, they started with 20 minutes and only Sunday they have rest. But here we have Friday rest. So week 2, week 3, week 4, week 5, week 6, and week 7. So week 7, until he reached, the activity was very demanding, and he is doing 50 minutes per day. So it's set. It's gradually you will adopt and go to the next level, adopt and go to the next level. Then we have Model 2 program that we include with walking and jogging. So he will 5 minutes he walk and 1 minute jog. Then he will adopt and he will go to the next level. And you can see the week 7 when he reach, he's walking 1 minute and jogging for 1 minute. And the week 3 model, it's very demanding, and 3 low, medium, and high. Like 5 minutes he walk, 1 minute he jog, and 30 seconds he start with running. So until week 7, when he reach, he will do 1 minute walking, 1 minute jogging, and 1 minute running. It's very high, very demanding, and we are getting fascinating results for the students with this Model 3. Well, enjoy your life, enjoy the nature, take your family, don't have stress. You can spend time for your own, sit for 10 minutes, keep your eyes closed, slow down, keep calm, be positive, take it easy, unplug, which is very important in nowadays. Enjoy life, have fun, breathe deeply, always. Breathe deeply 3-4 times in a day, 5 times in a day, which is very important. Relax, go outside and meditate. Smiling face, good self-esteem, happy for those around you, always have fun with them. Taking part in everyday life, feeling content, feeling confident. These are my contributions. We had done this large number of students on 1,200 students at King Fahd University of Petroleum, and it was a major project, and we had published this paper in Scopus in Romania. And then we had another major project, myself and Dr. C. Anthony Burgess, we had successfully completed this major project, and we had published this paper in ISI publication. Then another one was also on body composition, blood pressure, and anthropometric circumference and selected fitness variable among overweight males. And this paper was also published in ISI. It was a major project. Successfully we have completed. It was also our major project we have done on physical and physiological variables and published in a Web of Science journal. It was published successfully. We had completed after 2 years. This all projects was for 2 years. And recently, my single author paper was published in Web of Science, Effects of Combined Training Protocol on Coronary Heart Disease Variables among Morbid Obese. You know, it's more than 40. It's very difficult to find the students, and I've done on this on there. And it was fascinating results we had received. And I was really fortunate and presented my paper and received Best Research Paper Award at Chicago, USA. And it was published in the Journal of Sports Medicine and Doping Studies in the volume 5, issue 2. Big message to take away home: peace of mind, very important. Always, always have peace of mind. Relax yourself, take break, cool yourself, and also keep your family, keep your loved ones cool. Improve your knowledge and share your knowledge with your students, and be disciplined. Discipline is very important in our life to maintain quality of life. These are the references. And thank you for giving me an opportunity to attend this wonderful conference. Thank you one and all. Love you all, be safe and be healthy. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Let's move on to the next session, that is question and answer session. Here I am Dr. Jamil Hassan, Assistant Professor of Ymca College. Here we got 3 questions from participants. The first one is, what is the role of parents to develop healthy lifestyle during this pandemic situation?
Thank you very much for a wonderful question, and God bless you. Be active, stay at home, and if you have chance, sometimes if you can go individually, you have to do exercise, not like a group, like my friend also, Dr. Gary, it was talking about. So do these exercises, like you can do push-ups, you can do sit-ups, you can do free squats, you can do front lunges, you can do, but this should be prolonged, not like 1 minute or 2 minutes. It should be prolonged exercise, give 30 seconds rest between the sets. And moreover, please concentrate 75% on your diet, which is very important. When you're at home, diet plays an important role. So take low glycemic food, don't take fatty foods, take more fruits, warm water, and if you have chance, maybe you have stairs in your home or outside, just take stairs up and down, morning, afternoon, evening. Keep yourself active. Don't sit for long hours. Whenever you are sitting on your laptop or teaching, online teaching, get up after 30 minutes or 45 minutes, stretch yourself, move around. Inshallah, you will be healthy, inshallah.
Okay, sir. The next question is, what are the means of physical education teachers to develop healthy lifestyle among school children?
I know weekly, in fact, I just like to say what's happening. Sometimes it's very heartening for me to talk about this, because I know that sometimes our class, physical education class, is given to maths or physics or chemistry. This was happened actually sometimes in some schools, but some schools, no, they are very much professional, and they give them But weekly, how many classes they have? They have only 1 class or 2 classes. But what I want to say is 1 class and 2 class for children is not enough. Every day they should have 1 physical activity class, and every class they should be exposed to. You have to ask the students in what sports they want to participate. Actually, most of the students, sometimes the students, they don't like, for example, they don't like for handball, and we are just want to push them and we can do handball. So see the interest of your students, make them physical active, go for slow jogging, or give them some natural activities, give them some aerobic activities like step aerobics and indoor this for all the students. It will be healthy for all students, and then you can give some skills to them, and then let them play what they like.
Okay, sir. Thank you. The final question is, can we suggest dry fruits to a person who have diabetes and hypertension?
Can you repeat again, please?
Can we suggest dry fruits to a person who have diabetics and hypertension?
Yeah, you can take this called the person who is having, but some of the dry fruits is not advisable, but almonds you can take in water. You can just dip it in all almonds in the water, and you can take 4 or 5. It's okay. 6, 7, no problem. But this is called akhror. I don't know. It's akhrot. Walnuts. Walnut is very good. I heard. I have and he's seen some research also on that. It's good for diabetic people. Walnuts. So you can take walnuts in the morning. It's good, but limit 2 or 3, not more than that. You can take, but mostly not dry fruits. It's not. But his low glycemic food he has to take. If he's having diabetes, he has to take low glycemic food, and he should talk to the fitness trainer and lose 5 kgs. Inshallah, he will reverse his pre-diabetes or this one and control your foods, which is very, very important. And take more vegetables and more fruits. And fruits should be taken before 12 p.m., not after the 12 p.m. This is also very important.
Okay, sir. Thank you so much for our vibrant presentation. Sir, you have told the excellent tips for healthy lifestyle. It was very informative and beneficial too. Our college management would like to honor you with this certificate. Kindly accept it, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Please accept.
Thank you.
Professor.
Thank you, George ji.
I would like to say 2 words about Professor Kaukagazim. Apart from that, we know very well he's an outstanding person in the field of physical education, especially fitness training field. Thank you, brother, for your valuable time with us. Moreover, from my knowledge, he has evaluated more than 100 PhD theses from India, especially from South India. In other side, he has helped many PhD scholars to get their PhD degree. Thank you, brother. Thank you so much for your valuable presence and talk.
Thank you, Professor Georgie. Thank you very much, and thanks for inviting me. God bless you and your team. And wonderful. It was really, I enjoyed a lot this conference. Thank you. Thanks for inviting me. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, sir. According to Bible verses, rejoice in the Lord always. Give thanks to the Lord. He is good. His love endure forever. I am Dr. James, Assistant Professor, Ymca College of Physical Education and Organization Secretary. Good afternoon to all the viewers and participants who are connected to us. First of all, I should thank the Almighty who has given the blessing throughout this conference. This is the time for paying gratitude for the people who have supported us. I would like to thank the management of YMCA College of Physical Education. On my very outset, I would like to thank the chairman of the institution, Honorable Justice Korean Joseph, Honorable President YMCA of India, Justice J.P. Gosi, also our college correspondent secretary, Mr. Benjamin Franklin, and a special thanks to Mr. Raju George, college administrative officer. And also I would like to thank the man who has given vision, passion, and not to be afraid of any problem. Instead of he should know how to defeat it, according to the words of APJ Abdul Kalam. He is none other than our beloved principal, Dr. George Abraham, who is a pillar behind this international conference. Thank you very much, sir, for your valuable support and guidance. Also, I must thank the chief guest, Professor Pratap Singh Diwari, who has blessed the conference and guided us. Also, I should thank the guest of honors, Professor Batros P. Mathai, Professor L.R. Vaidyanathan, Dr. P. Ramachandra Reddy, and Dr. Gurudeep Singh for their valuable and inspiring speech for the inaugural address. And also, I would like to thank the resource persons, Dr. Gary Cohn and Professor Gab Azim for the informative session about brain breaks and valuable videos about it and recent trends in health and lifestyle management. Finally, I would like to say the gratitude to all the staff members and participants who are given their valuable time and support for their international conference. Thank you, one and all. Have a nice day.
Thank you once again, all the delegates, all the dignitaries, and all the participants for your valuable presence to this international conference. Thank you.